till about July. So those are the decisions. We didn't have to shoot it in Bulgaria or Romania or Canada, as lovely as all of those countries are. We didn't have to make a stupid decision, and I could use the people that I wanted. It's so bizarre over the years. I think back of all the people I was not able to use because of it's either the studio was this or the studio was that, or you have no say in this, or they won't listen to you for that. So, it was really a treat to be able to get up every day and go to work, and no one's giving me notes, and I could do snotty stuff as a filmmaker that I've always wanted to do.
Look, first of all, Ernie and Emma is a heartfelt comedy drama about a widowed pear salesman named Ernie who takes a road trip to scatter his late wife Emma's ashes in places she chose before she died. Along the way, he deals with grief, memories, and finding a new purpose in life. And here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you. When my friends say, hey, I want you to watch my movie, and this and that, I always get a little nervous because I'm like, I want to love it, but the critic in me is always like, because I'm jaded. It's like I've been in the movie industry for a while, and so I see things, and I got to tell you, my girlfriend Jack and I watched it, and I just fell in love with it, and it took me by surprise because it's like this, in a sense, the simple story, and you think, okay, this is what's happening. And then you have this realization at the end that the character has, and you almost have it at the same time of sort of this is what it was all for in a way. This is, finding purpose, but it was just beautiful and fun.
Well, his wife loved him,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
She knew in advance that he was going to be a disaster.
Yes.
And very organized, so that's why she sort of organized this Mr. Toad's wild ride of their life. And, she knows that he's got some stuff that he's not been dealing with, and she's going to make him deal with it. And to me, that's where the drama was. I like dropping a bomb on a character that can't handle it. This is my theory of Die Hard. It should have been an accountant in the air vent with the tie and the Florsheim shoes stuck in the air vent, not an ex-LA cop. That was one of the biggest cop-outs you could get. It's Bruce Willis in the air vent. No. The guy to defeat the international terrorist is a guy who's never fired a gun in his life. But guess what? He's smart. So anyway, Ernie and Emma, because Hollywood likes dropping bombs on guys who have ex-former Navy SEALs, because they think that's what makes it plausible. I want to make it hard.
Right.
I want to drop a bomb on a guy who has not looked back in a while. He's got his 03, his Lincoln Continental that he's bombing around in, because that's when his life was humming.
He's set in his ways.
He's not at the golf club anymore. He doesn't do the crappy local ads anymore. He's watching crappy TV, and he's a Bloody Mary guy. It's like he's cashed it in. And I know guys my age who have like, I'm done. I'm not changing. I'm not eating well. I'm not doing anything well because I just don't care.
Yeah.
As you want to have an arc. You want to take a guy from A to B. I don't think they have to move all that much as far as your character arc, but they got to do something. And I love redemption. I love when a character is either less broken by the end, less of a criminal by the end, less of an asshole by the end. So, I want them to eventually root for Ernie.
That's what I'm saying. You root for Ernie.
Right.
It's like it hits
to
you.
My channel.
Where that's why I say that realization, you kind of feel like you're realizing the situation with him. Like, wait a minute, this is what it was all for.
Feels like a 2D.
This is like, I'm doing this. Why do you want me to do this? Fuck, I got to do this, and I got to punch this
Right.
fucker out. And then all of a sudden hits you
Cut.
like, no, the purpose is, I want you to keep living.
I want you to live.
I want you to live.
Yeah. It's sort of a life after death story that is their life after death. It's one of those sort of things. Like, look, I saw it happen to my dad. My dad was divorced when he was mid-60s, and then he rekindled an old relationship and was married again for another 10 years. And I asked him, I go, Dad, when you rekindled that, like, what was it? What was it like? He goes, I felt exactly like a teenager. Like his heart would flip when he saw her. He'd get a little nervous in his stomach. He'd stumble over his words. He wasn't as eloquent. He was nervous. Yeah. And I thought, wow, it's good to hear that those things, they might be covered with dust, but the feelings can still come back. You can still re-engage. You can still meet new people. And, if I have to, I'll go on the retirement home tour with this.
Inside of You is brought to you by Patreon. Ryan, I'm talking about Patreon. This is a place where people can congregate online and talk about episodes, talk about life. People have made friends. There's so many perks, and most importantly, you've certainly helped this podcast. And I know a lot of people have come up to me about, their health, their mental health, and how I open up about that stuff and talk to guests, and it really blows me away. But it's such a wonderful community, and you guys have really helped me. And if you're out there and you're listening and you like the podcast and you want to support us, patreon.com/insideofyou. There's so many perks. And I always look at it like, people pay streamers for a lot of entertainment. Well, you got our regular YouTube channel for the episodes. You got our clips channel. You got the Patreon. You got so much fun. You can be on the show. You can get boxes from me every couple of months. You can ask questions to guests and much, much more. And I really appreciate your help and support of the podcast. So patreon.com/insideofyou. If you want to support and give back to Patreon, we really appreciate you. Thanks. And you were talking about getting your health ready. I know it's the elephant in the room. We talked about it. I know you're a private guy. I know you don't like to talk about shit. But, how are you doing?
Are you referring to my cancer diagnosis?
You have cancer?
Nicely done. Great acting, by the way. Great. Some of your best work right there.
No, how are you doing?
So I announced it because I wanted to phrase it and put it out there. That was, I guess, several months ago now.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing as well as you can do for having cancer. I mean, yeah. I go through most of my day not thinking that I have any cancer. It's a bit of a whack-a-mole life that I have to get used to. There was a couple of early months where you're first getting information that you didn't know or you didn't want, right. And that's bad. We would, for breakfast, we'd have a shit sandwich with a side of what the fuck. That was a couple month period where the information would come in and, all of it's cryptic or bad or whatever. And I didn't know numbers, what numbers were good numbers, bad numbers. So it's a lot of schooling I didn't want to go to. It's a lot of meetings I didn't want to go to. I thought story meetings were boring, or editing.
But cancer meetings.
The cancer meetings, the most boring of all, and time consuming. You gotta kind of be there, when they gotta scan you and shit. You gotta show up. So, in my experience, it's a whack-a-mole life. So your cancer goes, hey, what's going on over here? Let me wiggle into this. And then you go, oh, why does this feel like it does? Did I throw my back out? No, you've been invaded, right? So then you whack the mole. So you whack it. Now, so I'm in between whacks. I've done I had about 2 or 3 whacks that I had to whack because of residual stuff that cancer causes within your body. So I've done a couple of whacks, and the mole is in its hole right now, and and I'm ready with my hammer. So it's that's the life. It's something that the clinical phrase that I love these phrases. It's treatable, not curable.
Right.
So it'll be something that will be with me until I croak, which with treatment is earlier than you want to croak, but without treatment, I guess it would be earlier. So I'm going to do treatment that I can deal with and that works.
Because treatments work a little. They work for a while, and then that treatment will stop working, so you have to jump to the next.
Yeah, part of the issue is with something that is treatable, they keep trying to treat it. And so they don't go, here are the 5 ways to treat your cancer. Number 4 seems to be the best. There's no 1 through 5. No one goes, they can't point to any one of them. So you start with this one and you throw it out on the wall. Hey, look at that. How about, but your body's pretty smart apparently. And if your body wants to kill you, it'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Because that's your time. Obviously, look, my immune system had gotten compromised. I had the worst flu I probably ever had in my life just before an international trip to go see the troops in Japan. I was half on death's door, came back, a buddy of mine dies, I go to clean out his place, I get a staph infection in my thumb, I'm on antibiotics for weeks and weeks. I swear to God, my immune system probably went open for business.
Jesus.
It was all related to that time period. Is that what opened the gate? Is that what did it? Lifestyle? Because, there were no previous indications or anything before that.
Yeah.
And it all sort of moved pretty quick. So I'm in the middle of it. And part of the panic of the early phases is, who are my people?
Yeah.
And all the words that I don't like, oncologist, urologist, radiologist, so you learn all that. They're all lovely people. They're all younger than me, which I guess, okay, that's fine. Of supple minds. There's a lot of people who have what I have in the valley that I live in, because it's a bunch of old people. So they have treatment facilities. I'm grateful in a small town, I don't have to go to Boise.
Right.
And, you get all the recommendations. You got to go here. You got to see this guy. Oh, you haven't tried reverse osmosis? Oh, you got it. You shoot that right up your nose, all your cancer's gone in 24 hours. So you have to be careful of the infomercial crap. You have to be careful of the talk radio crap, of the podcast crap, because there's no end to it. And there's no end to the success stories that, I've had brain cancer for 72 years, and I'm still, I don't know. You see all these videos.
But that gives you hope. There is hope. There's with technology and things, you have hope still, yes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have tons of hope, but mostly it's because I have something to do. I have a movie that I have to sell internationally, and so I have a full-time job, and it's a job that I don't hate. And the fact, because touring used to be a pain in the ass after a while.
Yeah.
Touring again to talk about a 40-year-old movie.
Will stick to certain many
same
of the defenses
jokes,
around
same
it.
questions, same
Have
answers.
you checked out that collapsed
I live in a whole
yet?
different world now. You show a movie to people about a guy
for a while now.
spreading the
Trying
ashes
to
of
get
his
her
dead
to help
wife.
out around here.
You don't get chainsaw questions. You don't get boomstick questions. There was a guy, this is what I love, in Boise. There's a guy, because we do the Q&A after.
Yeah.
He raises his hand. He goes, hey, I don't know what's going on. I had kind of a lousy day. I go, really? Yeah, I lost your ticket, and then I had a car problem. The car was breaking down. I didn't think I was going to get here. And I come here and watch the movie, and I cried 5 times. And he was mad. He was kind of mad about
Piss this guy off.
That's not what he really wanted or expected after having a bad day to begin with. He didn't want to have to cry 5 times on top of it. So I sent $5 back through the crowd. I gave him $1.
I bet you did. I knew it.
And you can trust these crowd. I passed it back about 30 rows to this guy. $5. I'm sorry, sir. Here's $1 for every time you cried. I hope your car's working good. So no one wants you to say groovy. So it's very refreshing. So that is going to be something that is, people talk about the mental aspect of when you have a health opportunity. What do you do to keep you healthy? That's it. You do crap that you like.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this.
Yes.
Maybe in wrapping up this boring topic, I was asked the other day, hey, how you doing? And I was like, okay, how about this perspective? If you want to get your financial house in order from A to Z, get cancer. If you want to rekindle with friends and family that you haven't talked to in decades, get cancer. If you want to refocus your life, laser focus only on the things that bring you joy and remove the drudgery from your life forever,
Yes.
get cancer.
Jesus.
And appreciate the good stuff in your life. I have these waves of gratitude that just it chokes me up. I can't. It'll just hit me, and then it's overwhelming, and I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to want to jump off a bridge right now, aren't I? You know what I mean? But the opposite is happening. It's weird. It's tough to talk about because I'll look at my wife and I'll go, holy shit. I'm living with an angel. I've been given an angel. And she was sort of my bitchy wife a couple months ago. So, that's another one too. Rekindle a relationship with a close, significant other. Because it strips all the other crap away. Taking the garbage out, recycling. Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? All that shit is just gone. It's all gone. You're like, hey, buddy, let's go for a walk.
You got me too, you fucker.
Well,
you got me. I don't know why you fucking.
It's the weirdest byproduct.
This is beautiful, though. This is what people need to hear.
And it's why I think the universe is not an asshole. I think the universe is okay still because I am literally having the best of times while someone would say the worst of times. I made a movie with my wife that we were able to finance and that we were able to get into theaters and that we were able to finish. We were able to show and get a distribution deal. I have a distribution deal. Most filmmakers would slit your throat to get their movie in a theater. I'm in 18 theaters,
Yep.
Fuck off, all you streamers. I don't need you yet. I got a theatrical deal, So that, again, same thing, waves of gratitude. It leaves me verklempt.
You know what? It makes me feel, everything you just said is so poignant because it makes me feel that why wait till you get cancer to feel all this?
Oh, well, isn't that the lesson? So now I go, shit. I guess that was the lesson that I needed to learn. Shit. So is this what's going to do it? Well, if this what does it, in your last X amount of years are exponentially improved because you're now present as hell. You want to get present? Get cancer. Yeah, I walk leaning forward. And that's how the future pulls me forward. And it's hard sometimes for me to be present. It's a lot easier right now. And it's really fun to walk out of one of these boring ass cancer meetings and see a sea of these faces in the waiting room and just to say, hey guys, have a great day today, and just to look at the faces like, fuck you. It's fun to mess with that, and I guess it makes me realize how reverent I think I actually really am, because I think at the end of the day I'll be flipping death off too. Our state has a you can pull your own plug.
You can euthanize yourself.
Yeah, in my state of Oregon. And I got to tell you, I don't mind having that in my back pocket one little bit. I mean, why should humans suffer? You put animals down.
Why should anyone suffer?
You want to move on, put an end to this. You got to be able to do it.
Are you getting tired of people always visiting you and wanting to visit you?
Yeah, that's the downside of cancer. Because those people, that's the only downside of cancer, by the way, is all these assholes want to come and stay. Because normally they would just talk about it. That's the crazy. Your friends would go,
I'm gonna come up.
You and I
got cancer. I booked my flight.
I just booked my flight. The second I said I had cancer, like 8 friends booked their flight. So God bless them, but it gets me pissed too, because I'm like, hey dicks, is that what it took? You couldn't just come up? You couldn't come up because we were pals? You gotta wait till I'm dying to come up?
No, I've always wanted to come up. I was gonna come up.
You gotta wait till I'm wearing the Wonder Bread shirt? Is that what's happening here?
First of all, this conversation is fucking awesome, and you better not tell me to cut anything because I know you. But this is so.
I don't think you have to from this because I didn't really reveal much. And the main reason I'm not giving names or symptoms of that is just because I don't want to get into competition with somebody who has a worse cancer or a better cancer.
This is what you need to do. This is what you need, and you're like, just please.
Oh, you have that type of cancer.
Same thing that's happened to me because I had this emergency neck surgery.
Right.
I have a pick in my arm and all this stuff.
Right.
And the second I mentioned
you
it,
got to see the guy in
oh
Bolivia.
yeah, you need to go to this guy and they have this cream you put in your penis.
And they hang you up down and beat you with a stick. It's the best thing ever.
Fuck yeah. And then people are kind and sweet and loving, and I know they're trying to help, but it gets overwhelming.
It's all well-meaning, and thankfully I'm kind of past that because no one gives a shit anymore. They're back to not giving a shit.
That's true. No.
Oh, Campbell seems fine. Okay, good. Let's move on.
Campbell looks better than it. Maybe this is a publicity stunt. This is.
Hey, well, what's the joke? I finally got to use it. If I had known that I was going to get all this free publicity, I would have gotten cancer a long time ago. Right?
No.
I'm going to cash in on this shit. I'm not lying.
Yeah, he's wacko.
Hello, Raider! Hey, hello!
Hello.
Howdy! Hello, Raider!
Hello. Hello, hello.
Hello, Raider!
Howdy.
Hey there!
Hello.
Professor Amizi.
Hello, Eric. Hello.
Welcome to my channel.
Morning.
Hello.
Well, it's not morning. It's midnight, right? Why up so late?
Midnight, yes, but good morning nonetheless.
Yeah,
Not
thanks.
tired.
Okay. That's good to hear, I guess.
Hello?
So did you see the new trailer? How is your headache, by the way? Better, worse?
Headache is better.
Hmm.
Trailer WS alright.
I mean, it's not Space Marine,
I'm
it's...
in Discord if you want to chat for a little while.
That's fine. Although,
Hey!
yes, yes, it's fine. Hello. Well, you didn't have to be like per room, you know, it's fine. It could have been like non-arc, that would be more funnier.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. Hello, hello.
How are you?
Oh, good. Boom, kaboom.
Yeah, it's working. Should be. Oh, you're talking to the people in the game. I'm sorry.
I guess I could ask you, how are you been?
Okay.
But you already said that your headache is slightly better, I guess. So
Yeah, it's better. It still comes back. I think it's a stress headache, actually. I think it's a migraine. All this time I've been thinking it's sinuses, but I did something relaxing yesterday, and the headache just lifted. And it came back a little this morning, but it just felt better ever since. So I don't know.
I see.
I'm trying to stay chill. I've been under a lot of stress lately, and I don't deal with stress very well. So I'm just trying to stay relaxed. How's art going?
I don't know, not bad.
Hey, Raider! Howdy!
I don't play it much. I play it like on and off, like here and there. Mostly because I don't like sweating balls when I play this. You know, playing competitive PvP game, it's not my thing.
Has their matchmaking helped any? The stuff that they've done for it?
Apparently they say if you shoot after they shoot you, you won't get penalized.
Yeah.
But here is a joke. I didn't care about that anyway. If I think somebody is a dick, I am gonna shoot back. Trust me. I never was scared because yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I was just asking, like, I mean, the idea is that you get into less aggressive matches. Like, does that felt like it's the case? Because you don't strike me as particularly aggressive.
Yes, I'm not that aggressive, but I didn't really care much about, thing. I'm not like a vanilla PV player. I did play Hunt for like 6,000-7,000 hours, and as I said, I'm more like a opportunist player. I would get flipped when people, shoot me like unprovoked. Hello.
Hello there.
And I hate when they think they're sneaky. When I actually hear them, for example, banging on the roof and like hiding from out of my sight, it would kind of piss me off. Like, are they expecting to get like a jump on me or something? Like that kind of logic. Like you're trying to be stealthy, but you ain't playing. Like, this is not a stealthy game. It's like a third-person shooter with a cover where you can basically hide behind a corner and scope people out like that. And there were like PvP games before Hunt, came out. Not that popular, but there were. There you go, I mentioned it. I'm just gonna leave this here. Well, anyway. You wanna watch a movie? Yeah, I lost him immediately. That's funny. Okay. Control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engine zone.
Depends on the movie. If you can entice me with something on my list, maybe.
I don't know.
If I'm in the mood.
No, not well. It's past midnight. I wouldn't wanna like keep you awake.
I'm not gonna go to sleep anytime soon. I'm not tired.
I don't know. I'm out of ideas. Like I had like an idea about the Darkman because apparently, like watching classical, like movie maker, is not a thing.
Why? Why is it not a thing?
I mean, you were trolling me, right? You were just watching the Darkman because like you wanted to do something with me, but you actually watched the Darkman before, right?
No, I've never seen the Darkman before in my life, and I'd only vaguely.
I am glad that you're not seeing the look on my face.
I'm actually watching your stream.
It's
I see the look on your face.
It's a look of disbelief, like.
I know.
I mean,
why people do that. Like, it's not like it was that big of a film.
It.
Like, maybe where you are, it was. But
It's a classic Sam Raimi.
I don't think any of my friends have watched it either. Like,
Well,
I mean, I
well,
guess it's classic Sam Raimi. But
it's
I
a
don't necessarily
classic
follow
Sam Raimi.
particularly. I don't follow him very closely.
Well, I don't follow him also. It's like I would watch a movie and I would like, oh, it's Sam Raimi movie.
All right, here's what we have. Do you want to talk? Do you have a genre?
What? Groundhog?
No. Do you have a genre?
No. It has to be watchable. Yeah, I have a.
Please, could you make your qualification more vague? Please, help me out here. It's not quite good. Well, okay. sounds stupid.
No, it's not.
The trailer looked okay.
Like a teenage movie?
Yeah, so like it's not a teenage movie. No, it's about a mom who gets on a plane with her kid, and they refuse to let her have her medication. And what it is, the trailer implies that she's a vampire who's coming to America to get treatment for her blood. Like she is something. She's definitely a vampire, like a full-born, like full blood kind of vampire. But she, for whatever reason, there's some kind of trying to get to America, but they deny her her medication. And of course, you know, she starts to turn because apparently the medication suppresses her vampirism.
Okay.
And the plane gets hijacked. My issue with it is about halfway through the trailer, it looks like it turns into more of an action. And I hate it, and I find some horror films do this. In fact, recently I sped watched, I knew you'd love that, Malignant, which is a movie that came out a few months ago. I sped watched it, and I'm glad I did.
About a dual persona and like a woman that has like somebody on her back.
Yeah, and the head like pushes through her skull. It's so stupid.
And she moved. The only intelligent thing about that movie like was that she had like a parasite on her back, and every time the parasite would take over, she would get this like weird erratic like backward movement, if it makes sense.
Yeah, they hired an actual contortionist to play that role.
Really? That's impressive. That's the only impressive part.
They hired a contortionist
Welcome to my channel.
to play
Our
that role.
review is Street and Bucon.
And I mean, she was cool, and that was cool. Like the movements and stuff, but it was an entirely different film all of a sudden. I mean, the fucker was literally doing superhero moves, and, like killing entire rooms of cops. And like, because I was speed watching it, I had to go to James. Okay, why is he so powerful? And they explained that early in the movie, he apparently has superpowers. And it's all this movie that like breaks its own premise, right? Like its whole premise is that hey, we're scientific, we're doctors, we're doing scientific analysis, and then there's this very unscientific monster. Literally, his fucking head is pushing out the guy. It's like wait. And then on top of that, it turns into an action film. It goes from creepy like.
It's supposed to be like a horror movie, like a bit of a mystery, like a bit, not by much.
Yeah, but it turns instead into an action film. So,
I don't know what to say. I mean, it was watchable once.
and that's fair. I mean, I'm just glad I didn't. Again, sometimes my speed watching saves me. But what it is actually, you remember I was doing all that research about horror films the other night using Gemini? Well, Gemini brought up Malignant. Not as a suggestion, it was like referencing it for some reason. And I asked about the film, and I asked it to give me a small synopsis, and I was like, okay, that sounds kind of interesting. And then I went and started watching it. This is not. For me, I'm glad I did not do it. Have you ever seen the movie Ready or Not?
That rings a bell. Can you like give me a synopsis?
Yeah, it's got Samara Weaving in it. She shows up here. I don't want to give anything away. It's a dark comedy horror film following a young bride, Grace, who marries into a wealthy family and must survive the first night as part of a wedding ritual. She doesn't know about it until she arrives.
Oh, sounds like a certain Serbian movie.
It is. Go ahead.
There is a Serbian movie called Black Wedding. So it's about like an old, like stupid wedding that people in the south part of my country, they're more like superstition guys. They would believe in this thing called Vlaška magia or black magic. It's like a pagan like shit. It's not even Christian or anything. It's so dumb.
A show or a movie?
It's a movie. It's when a young guy.
Well, the show is what's coming up.
Oh yeah. Well, I think they. I don't know. In their heads, they think the movie is popular. In their heads, I don't think so. They think the movie is like popular, so they kind of cut the movie in like a TV show like format, because they would shoot like 20 hours of material and they cut it down to like 90-minute movie. All the movies do that, and sometimes that would like turn up into like a TV show. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like they would bury a live woman with a corpse,
All right.
and they would wed it to a corpse, if it makes sense.
Back in one piece. You really stuck into any of the defenses around ribbon ties with some kiosks and very.
Give me 2 seconds.
I know
Can
that.
you hop off screen when you get done with your
Sky,
match?
I'm
and we'll watch
I
the
sent a
movie?
scout.
Yeah.
To return.
Yeah, well. Ring my bell, ring my bell. Oof. Ow.
I guess movie break.
Be back in an hour or two.